The Kremlin's audacious proposal, a thinly veiled attempt to reshape the Ukrainian political landscape, met with swift and decisive rejection from the United States, highlighting the chasm separating the warring parties and the protracted nature of the conflict. The suggestion, the details of which remain shrouded in ambiguity, was quickly dismissed by a White House spokesperson, who underscored the unwavering principle of Ukrainian self-determination as enshrined in its constitution. This dismissal effectively neutralized the Kremlin's attempt to position the proposal as a serious negotiating point, even before it could gain significant traction. The Kremlin's subsequent clarification that the idea was merely one of the options and hadn't been formally raised with former President Trump further underscored the proposal's tenuous nature. This carefully crafted statement attempts to minimize the diplomatic fallout while simultaneously leaving the door ajar for future, potentially more palatable, proposals. However, it inadvertently exposed the proposal's lack of genuine diplomatic intent, revealing it more as a calculated maneuver in the information war than a serious peace initiative. The timing of the proposal, amidst ongoing hostilities and escalating tensions, raises serious questions about its true objectives. The episode serves as a stark reminder of the deeply entrenched divisions hindering any meaningful progress towards a negotiated settlement. Russia's continued imposition of preconditions, its persistent attempts to dictate the terms of engagement, and its refusal to engage in good faith negotiations only exacerbate the conflict and prolong the suffering of the Ukrainian people. While Kyiv has demonstrated its commitment to peace by signaling its willingness to accept a 30-day ceasefire contingent on Moscow's reciprocation, Russia's actions betray a lack of genuine commitment to a peaceful resolution. The contrasting approaches of the two nations are starkly evident. While Ukraine seeks a path towards peace through compromise and international cooperation, Russia seems intent on pursuing a path of aggression, manipulation, and the exertion of its influence through veiled threats and ambiguous proposals. This fundamental difference in approach renders any meaningful negotiation extremely difficult, if not impossible, in the current climate. The divergence in viewpoints extends beyond the immediate conflict, spilling over into economic and resource agreements. The recent revision of a US-Ukraine deal regarding the joint exploitation of minerals and rare earths further underscores this tension. The original proposal, a 50-50 split agreed upon by former President Trump and President Zelenskyy during a visit to the White House, has been drastically altered in favor of the United States, reflecting a shift in power dynamics and potentially highlighting a growing asymmetry in the relationship. The alteration of this agreement, coming on the heels of the Kremlin's rejected proposal, points towards a complex interplay of political and economic factors that are intricately woven into the ongoing conflict. This revised agreement, while beneficial to the U.S., raises concerns about the potential for exploitation and unequal distribution of resources. It highlights the inherent challenges in forging equitable partnerships amidst geopolitical instability and the complex web of international relations. The contrasting narratives surrounding the agreement, one emphasizing mutually beneficial collaboration, the other suggesting a potential for exploitation, highlight the difficulties in achieving transparency and trust in such sensitive negotiations. Adding another layer of complexity to the already volatile situation, former President Trump's recent characterization of President Zelenskyy as a dictator, with a mere 4% approval rating, directly contradicts a Kyiv International Institute of Sociology poll placing his approval rating at 68%. This stark discrepancy underscores the deep polarization and the widespread dissemination of misinformation that further complicates the efforts to achieve a lasting peace. Trump's inflammatory rhetoric, particularly given his past interactions with Zelenskyy, serves to undermine international efforts to support Ukraine and to achieve a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The dissemination of inaccurate information only deepens the mistrust and hampers diplomatic efforts. The conflicting narratives surrounding the various proposals, the differing assessments of Zelenskyy's popularity, and the revised resource agreement paint a picture of a deeply fractured international landscape, where communication, trust, and good faith diplomacy seem to be in short supply. The path towards a lasting peace remains shrouded in uncertainty, requiring a significant shift in approach from all involved parties. Until genuine commitment to dialogue, mutual respect, and a willingness to compromise prevail, the prospect of a peaceful resolution to the Ukrainian conflict will remain elusive. The rejection of the Kremlin's proposal, while seemingly a small event in the larger context of the war, serves as a potent symbol of the significant obstacles that must be overcome before lasting peace can be achieved. The road ahead remains long and arduous, demanding unwavering commitment from the international community to promote diplomacy, uphold international law, and support the Ukrainian people in their pursuit of self-determination and lasting peace.